Ethan Miller never missed a call. Not because he was responsible, because he was afraid of what would happen if he didn't. The rule wasn't written anywhere. It existed only in Ethan's head. If the phone rings, you answer. If you don't answer, something terrible will happen. He didn't remember when the rule began. Only that breaking it felt dangerous. Every night at 9 p.m., his phone rang once. One ring. No vibración. No warning. Just sound, sharp and deliberate. Ethan always answered before the second ring that never came. The voice that knew him. The voice never said hello. It spoke as if the conversation had already started. "You're late," it said one night. Ethan checked the clock. 9 hours and 1 second. "I answered," Ethan replied. "Yes," the voice said. "But you hesitated." Ethan's chest tightened. "I didn't." Silence. Then, "You did." The shrinking world. Weeks passed. Ethan stopped sleeping. His apartment grew smaller, not physically but mentally. The walls felt closer at night. The silence before 9 p.m. pressed against his ears. He stopped going out. Stopped calling friends. Stopped answering messages. Only one call mattered. At work, his supervisor noticed his metrics slipping. "You're missing details," she said. "That's not like you." Ethan nodded. What he didn't say was that every scream he heard at work blended into one voice. The same voice. The interrogation. The calls changed. They stopped being confessions. They became questions. "Why didn't you stay on the line? Why did you assume I was lying? Why was your time more important than my life?" Ethan knew the answers. He just couldn't say them out loud. The memory he couldn't erase. The memory returned in pieces. A late-night shift. A wrong number. A man crying, talking too fast. Ethan thinking it was a prank. Ethan hanging up. Ethan never calling back. The voice knew. "You remember now," it said calmly. Ethan's throat closed. "Yes. Say it." I hung up. Silence stretched. Then the voice said, "And then I jumped." The punishment. After that night, the calls stopped following rules. Sometimes they came early. Sometimes late. Sometimes twice. Sometimes not at all. But when they didn't come, Ethan panicked. The absence was worse than the voice. One night, no call came. 9 o'clock passed. 9:01. 9:05. Ethan was shaking. At 9:13, the phone rang. Ethan answered immediately. "I thought you were gone," he whispered. The voice replied softly. "That's how I felt too." The unraveling. Ethan started hearing the voice during the day. Not clearly. Not fully. Just fragments. "Stay. Don't hang up. Listen." He stopped trusting his thoughts. Stopped trusting silence. Stopped trusting himself. He visited a therapist once. She asked, "Do you feel responsible for what happened?" Ethan stared at the floor. "I think," he said slowly, "this is my sentence. The final call." The last call came at 3:42 a.m. Ethan was awake. Of course he was. "You don't need me anymore," the voice said. Ethan's heart raced. "Don't do this." "I already did," the voice replied. "Years ago." "Then why are you calling me?" "Because guilt doesn't want forgiveness," the voice said. "It wants company." There was breathing. Then silence. Then a click. The ending that isn't one. The phone never rang again. Ethan still answers every call. Even spam. Even silence. Because sometimes, late at night when the apartment is too quiet, he swears the phone is about to ring. And he's terrified of what will happen if one day he doesn't answer. Some calls are not meant to save lives. They are meant to remind us of the ones we failed,